What's up, everybody? Let's do some analysis on some one-on-one defensive racecraft. To start off with, this is the camera on my bike. We switch back and forth between Tim's bike with the video edited in chronological order so you can kind of see what each other is doing on the track. So let's get to it. Okay, so quick spoiler alert, the video ends early as Tim gets a DNF. There's Tim's bike right there. He had a mechanical going into one. I wound up winning the race. It was kind of uneventful, nobody passed me, so I cut it short. However, here we are getting ready to take the start. Tim gets a pretty good launch. I get what I consider a clutch conserving start, which is aka a garbage start. As you can see, Thomas to my right here, they all kind of leave me to dust. Tim does a pretty badass wheelie, so props to him for that. Alright, so rolling into the turn one, you'll notice Thomas takes a nice defensive tight line into one. So does Tim. Notice how he's cutting over a little early to try to prevent anybody from running up his inside. So well done by him. I kind of struggle with the drive coming out, so that's just showing his racecraft there, right there. Coming into turn three here, takes a nice wide entry because he's trying to gain as much momentum as he can. From here on out, you'll notice he runs pretty defensively. Pretty standard line right there over the white line, going into 4, and you'll notice he's real tight to the left here, going into 5. So he doesn't want me coming up the inside. I go a little bit further to the right to try to gauge him and see where he's at. He's got amazing corner speed through 6 here, and I'm kind of eyeing him up. I'm noticing the bike gap distance between us right now through 7 through 8, and I'm noticing I can make a pretty good run on him, right? So I'm making up some ground on him right here. Right here I'm going to strike. I'm going to throw it up the inside of 10. I know it ain't going to fucking stick, but I just got to do it. I got to let him know that I'm there. Alright, so I had to take that tight inside line, and I know that's not the optimal line, and I know he's going to beat me on the drive coming out because he's on the better line to get the better drive on the front straight, but I got to do it to let him know I'm there. Heading down the front straight here, it's pretty standard. He's taking a nice wide entry, and you're going to notice he's going to cut it off again a little early. So he still maintains the defensive line through there. I spin up the rear a little bit, and I lose a lot of drive. That spin up cost me a lot, as you can see there. But I already know from the previous lap that I'm going to try to make that up in 5. I know I can't make that up in 5 all the way, but I'm still going to maintain that different line that I did the first time, because that's the way I can make up ground without running out of real estate trying to make up that ground on Tim. So as you can see, it's very safe. I made up quite a few bike lengths on him, and with zero chance of running into the back of him. At this point, I'm really watching him. Where is he fast at? Where is he making ground on me? And where am I making ground on him? So you see, going through 7 and 8, look at that distance I closed up. Right there, I'm going to try to pass him there on the next lap. I can already tell you. I know the first lap I failed to pass him on the inside and make a stick on a 10, so I kind of hang out a little bit longer, let him get that nice drive, and here it is. I get an awesome drive coming out of 10, and I know I surprised the shit out of him as we run up here side by side. At this point, we're just rolling up through the gears, and I guarantee he probably glanced over to see that I'm there. At this point, we're playing a game of chicken who's going to break first. I give up. He takes a tighter inside line. I give him a few feet on the inside, right? There's nothing to be gained. If I would have cut over, he would have taken us both out, and there's just really no need for that. Cost me a little bit on the drive. He has it, so it is what it is. But if you notice from this lap compared to the last lap, look how much closer I am already, right? So somebody like Tim, you need to be this close. I'm already planning, again, that pass into turn 8 at this point, right? Back in turn 3, I was already planning that. I already know I'm going to have the same spot. I know he's going to get me on a drive out of 5. He's going to get me a little bit, but you notice how much closer I am compared to the previous lap. So this is my lap I'm going to execute. And I already know I'm going to be on the suboptimal lap, on the line, coming out of 9, but you got to go for it. So right here, execute. I don't get the best drive coming out of 9 because it's too tight. It's way tighter than I'd like, but I know I got to run it up deep up the inside of 10 as far as I can. So I go as wide out the outside, cut over, I get a phenomenal drive inside of 10, but bone stock R6 to his 636, I got nothing, right? He just runs me down without even trying. At this point, I'm just doing what I can. There's nothing I can do. I'm just a passenger at this point. And you'll notice right here, this is where he has his initial mechanical with his clutch. He's having trouble downshifting there. I'm kind of like, oh shit, I gave him a lot of room because I was expecting him, honestly, I didn't know if he was going to run off track or not. And at this point, he's going to throw his leg out because he cannot downshift, right? So he throws his leg out, he's got an issue. I'm going to zip on by. Vito's behind me. We wind up finishing first and second, as I've seen in the video. That's really about it.